the Trevor Jackson podcast.
Okay, let's stop it. Let's react to that verse and those bars. Let me ask you something though, guy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you need this from Kendrick Lamar? First of all,
Nope.
what
No.
what inspired him to want to jump on a Playboy Cardi record?
I don't know. That's the question. I mean, he doesn't cut. I mean, I guess he figured, you know what? If I'm gonna have some input on your album, I got to do a track with you. That's the only thing I can think, because I think he's on 2 or 3 different tracks on here.
Yeah, he's on 3 tracks. They said academics brought this out that he was the creative director on this project. I don't know if it's true or not, but you know what I'm saying? That's what academics said. Academics has been like the voice for hip hop for a while now, but he said he was the director of this. So it's interesting just to hear Kendrick Lamar on somebody's album like this.
I mean, me personally, I mean, he's showing his diversity. I mean, with the beat selection and him
That's true.
in that pocket.
That's true. That's really true. What's crazy too about this is that Kendrick, what concerned me about him when he annihilated Drake, that's my perception. He annihilated him in the beef. I'm used to Drake being the feature guy, the one that's bringing new artists to the game and all of that. I was concerned that Kendrick Lamar wasn't going to want to rap on new artist stuff, on enough people's stuff to be able to keep his heat. You know what I'm saying? Like how it is. And I'm just glad to see him be on somebody else's album. I want to see him on somebody that we don't know about album too.
Right.
Because I was concerned about that. You know, what was your thoughts like when did you think he was going to start doing features left and right like how Drake was? Or did that concern you at all?
No, it didn't concern me, because now that I know he's not under TDE anymore. Ooh. So now he has more freedom.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it allows him to do more features. It allows him to get with the younger artists. You see, everybody on the Gen X album was younger cats from the West. And a lot of them got deals from doing that album.
That's true.
So
they moving heavy now, them people that was on the GNX album.
Right.
Ooh,
so
I didn't think of that. Keep going.
So now he has a lot more freedom to do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I got a question for you about this too, though, because I've been hearing a lot of people that's from the South, from my hometown in Tennessee and just in the southeastern area, say that Kendrick ain't the West Coast that they can relate to. He ain't the West Coast that they grew up on. He ain't the Mac 10 and the West Side Connection and the Snoop Dogs and the Be Legits and the Clicks and all of that. What's your thoughts when you hear people say
that? That's their opinion. I mean, but what do you Kendrick is the offspring of all that, right? Because he has embodied everything. You got to understand, when you're given a torch for a whole coast and you've been at it nonstop. I think yesterday or the day before, I think yesterday was the 10th year anniversary of Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a Pimp a Butterfly, right?
Yeah.
And it made people go back and listen. And it brought out even more sense. You didn't understand it now. I mean, you didn't understand it then, but you understand it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick is a different artist. He is very methodical and very present about his music. He's not going to let anybody force him and have him do something he don't want to do. He's going to push the line every time, but he's also going to make you think.
That's what I'm glad you said that, because that's what I think about people who gravitate to Southern music and previously West Coast artists. They don't want to think. They don't want to decipher bars. They want easy listening to music. The beat and you just being straight to the point. And that's not what Kendrick is. And if you don't appreciate that side of hip hop, you really don't appreciate, because I heard elements of the East Coast in Kendrick, even though he is the personifies the West Coast. I heard the elements of Nas. I heard the elements of Mobb Deep and LL Cool J. I just heard those bars and those. He has that he has a niche to him that is so unique to what hip hop is today that he's making that bullshit rap like just die out. That's why people think hip hop is dead.
That's his whole point. To get rid of the bullshit.
Let the party die.
Right.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.